Now there's no way y'all let your energy phase me. I tried to woo sauce so that I don't go crazy. And I'ma stay.
I was also wondering because what's up tonight? I heard you got a new car.
No, ain't nobody worried about theyself. Just everyone else got niggas lying about they set. Boosting it for some sex. Now where that Matrix at?
Damn, Sean. Shit. I'm sitting over here. I got my own place.
That girl fine as wine, but she had to do it. At least that's what they told her. Used to niggas lying to her.
Let's go. Where they at?
Let go.
Hey, yo, we live.
Two at the call, please dial 5. I only answer cause I'm making sure they still alive. You turned your back on a nigga for a life of crime.
Listen.
Still free the guys, I miss the guys. Won't forget the shit they told me. Bro had a job, he said the Nina just a throwaway. Learn on the opposition and spank.
Hey, don't get spanked.
Catch him in
We are live here from this gorgeous radio, Washington, D.C. It's your boy Ozofo, also known as Mr. King, not your nigga. And I got your boy, Trackstar Kelly in the motherfucking building. Hey, don't get fucking spanked. Hey, look, I can get used to that.
I'm not the only one asking, man, what we killing for. So many chasing these comments get overwhelmed by the trauma and poverty till they kicking doors. That's why I took a break from college, only knowledge from scholars when I'm surrounded by some niggas who might kill you for pride or a couple of dollars. The government stars. It's a drug our niggas robbing. Better learn how to dodge them or send some shots and catching out, but don't get caught by your honor. Brody did it, he ain't innocent, ain't sorry for nothing. Niggas punishment, he happy, he got sent to his father, addicted to trauma despite the fucking pain it brought us. Don't forget the shit you told me. Bro had a job, he said the Nina just a throwaway. Learn on the opposition and spank him till they go away. Catch him in traffic and get the action, skip the foreplay. Playing with no pussy, he just gon' fuck him till he bored. Told him a baddie right in the alley by the store. Crowds of baddies and put more baddies on the floor. Shoot out some rivals, only happy when he scored. Fighting these walls, man, fuck the score, how many more? We meet again, just check your deposit, can send you it often, but said I hold it down till we was stiff in the coffin. I'm with you regardless, you said them back, a pistol was sparking. Since you told me keep a pistol, those are what you were talking. Told me take my ass to college.
And he's about don't get spanked for spanking their ass on his whole motherfucking track.
So don't make me a promise, don't try to solve all our problems, cause if I'm really being honest, you can't heal us, nigga. How many more? How many more? How many more? So in the war, opposition said plenty more. Not really sure I stay in DC, I'll see 24. Why? Cause niggas shooting like they Kobe. Trying to stay positive, I won't go back to the homie. See on my haters and Euro step, I'm like Ginobili. Ducking your honey, he get vacations with the code. He ain't talking about armors with $20 fucking hoes. Caught him a baddie right in the alley by the stove. Crowd with baddies and put more baddies on the floor. Shoot out some rivals, only happy when he score. Fighting these wars, man, fuck the score. How many more? How many more?
Yeah. Yeah, we getting angles right in this motherfucker. We gotta get the angles right. You know what I'm saying? We definitely got to get the angles right in this motherfucker. That's my man, Trackstar, Rockstar Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Look, I was looking you up. You know, it came up as Rockstar. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start off by that. You know, I like Trackstar. You know, this is the reason. I'm gonna tell you why I personally like Trackstar Kelly.
Why you like Trackstar?
You know, look, you know, because it's deeper than the rap. You know, when I look at Trackstar Kelly, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, this motherfucker a track star for real. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know, this is real life. This is a lifestyle. You know, motherfuckers just be rapping and shit. This is a fucking lifestyle. You know, so when I see that, I like to see black excellence. You know what I mean? A lot of kids, we grow up to think that rap is just it. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way out. You know, bro, looking at your shit is like, man, listen to the music. My man said, I went to college, man. I came back. You know, come on, motherfucker. A lot of motherfuckers can't even say they did that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So let me stop.
People don't want to come back.
That
be the issue. I mean, that's something I battle with daily. I've been home for about, I would say 4 years. And from the moment I got back and I was telling people what I wanted to do as far as the work I wanted to put in my community, they looked at me like, yeah, that's all right, but nigga, you should leave.
A lot of motherfuckers ready to go.
But then the moment I start looking at it, it's like, why should I leave? Nigga, something gonna happen to you type shit. It's like, damn, why something gotta happen to me for coming home and trying to do the right thing? So that's all right, boom. We exposed one issue that we got in the community. Turn that off, OT.
Say no more. Boy.
Yeah. But one issue I feel like we got in our community is like, again, we already anticipating the negative stuff. And don't get me wrong, because like we know what goes on with transpiring in the community, so we always gotta be ready. But this is like, it's crazy because as a collective, it's like you pitch an idea, that can bring people together. But because of the trauma and everything we endure, niggas' first reaction to it is like, ain't no nigga gonna want to do this. Ain't no nigga gonna want to do this. And if you do succeed at this nigga, niggas gonna hate on you type shit. So it's like already we've trained to not even believe that niggas have the, you know what I'm saying, the qualities to actually come together and help each other. Like, we're trained to believe that from a jump. And again, it's all perception based, because I know it's plenty of Black people that can work together. Now, how they work together, that's a different story. But that don't got nothing to do with race. You know, certain people got certain qualities, they good at certain things, but all that comes down to just putting people in the right place for them to succeed. And that takes somebody who has the qualities of a leader to actually identify other people's qualities. Like, all right, well, you good at this part, so I'm gonna make you the most important person over here. I'm gonna make you the most important person over here. But it's like people not even thinking that deep. They can't even get past the simple things like, you know what I'm saying, you bumped me and I don't like you, or I heard a rumor about you and I don't like you, or you live in this neighborhood and I don't like you. So they focus on that, but I'm always constantly looking at the bigger picture, and I'm just scooping up the people along the way that, you know, want to get behind that.
Right. So with that being said, you don't think that look, man, they already on the hashtag don't get spanked. You know what I'm saying? I can most definitely dig it. So with that being said, I'm not nothing against the city, but that didn't inspire you more to say, look, I'm gonna stay away from this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Did you get you got a scholarship, right? Correct.
All right, so let's
start there.
I'm from Uptown, Northwest.
Shout out to Uptown.
Born and raised, and went to elementary school, middle school, high school up there. Top tier athlete in the city, like my whole life growing up, my whole youth. But stopped growing and everything, so I really focused on track, because it's like, all right, look, everybody ain't going to the NFL. Like a lot of stuff that didn't make sense, where it's like, we all about to be rappers, we all about to go to the league, we all about to be drug dealers. It's like, oh, y'all niggas is tripping. I understand y'all tripping, but I'm gonna thank God that I'm blessed to run, and I'm
right. I can do something different. No bullshit.
So it's like most people didn't really, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wanted to be a basketball player or a football player. It's like, well, I'm good at those too, but I got the potential to be great in track and go further. So it's like, all right, well, I'm gonna holler at y'all, you know what I'm saying, when I see y'all. And now all the people who play basketball and football who didn't put the work in that you needed to put in to actually succeed at that stuff, they the rappers and the drug dealers now. So that's why when I come home, like, I already know these niggas. Like, I used to bust y'all ass on the court.
Yeah,
on the
it makes sense. It makes sense.
So the whole TRACKSTAR Kelly thing is really like
that's what I get out of it.
You know what I'm saying? And when I went to college and everything, and me coming home after I got my degree and all of that, it was like, bro, I didn't, there wasn't a time when I was in college when I wasn't anticipating coming home and helping. And I feel like that just comes with like poverty and trauma. It's like we that pull that it has on you type shit. It's like I'm only here to obtain resources to go back and help.
Facts.
Like, why else am I here? I have no other reason to, you know what I'm saying? My degree ain't, you know what I'm saying, posted up on a wall somewhere. It's my mother got it.
I see what you're saying.
Because that's why I came to college. If it weren't for my mother and her basically like, y'all not about to make a food. I got 9 brothers and 3 sisters. Where's the manual or the guide to raise that many kids? We were blessed when so TRACKSTAR, again, that's a blessing for my family. On top of that. Yeah. For us to be able to, you know what I'm saying, find that pipeline or that niche or whatever it was, and my mother to be able to funnel all of us through that. Because without track, all right, no one goes to college. So 18, and we back to back. So it's like, now you got people, but college helped in so many ways just by getting me out of the house. It gave my younger brothers, who was now old enough to be in the next room, to basically have a place to sleep. So now you're a baby boy.
Understand the smaller things, right?
With mommy and shit like that, or you sleeping right here in this space, but now you bigger, so you need your own bed. Oh, right on time. Rock this, went to college. I come back home from college, my bed gone, my dresser gone.
Yeah, they've been waiting for that.
Yeah,
they've been waiting for that shit.
I
got my own room now.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
So it's like little stuff like that. When you got all these people packed into one area, you got to feed all the people. You got to give all of them the love and attention that they all need. So it's like I'm a victim of all that. Not even neglect. It's like you don't have the time, based off of collateral, off of the fact that my family, it was so big. We basically are victims of all other shit that was going on in the neighborhood, just because it was so many of us. But it was also strengthened the fact that we had numbers. And we can also rely on each other for certain things.
Facts.
So it's like at the end of the day, it's like I don't really look at it as, you know, you think about, bro, I could have had so much more stuff. I gotta share this and I do that. I gotta do all that. But now it's like, all right, we older now. We all men and women. Now we can actually help each other. Now we can build based off of, you know what I'm saying? Now, you know, we know what not to do. We done been through all of this. We done seen that there's nothing here for us.
Right.
So I honestly, some part of me feel like being able to just go to college on that scholarship and come back was just for me to get a different perspective on life and see that there was more stuff out there. Because when you see, like, I'm not even, and I don't want to devalue education.
Nah, speak your truth, though.
But it's like, again, like I said, my degree isn't posted up on the wall, you know, somewhere. It's like, it don't, that's a piece of paper for the white man.
That's no validation.
That's just to say, hey, I'm good enough to be and work in y'all world. Yay me.
You ain't wrong.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. But I when you're looking at it from a symbolic way, it's like you are a black man from the inner city in DC from poverty, and you went and got a degree at a Power 5 PWI. That's something that, you know what I'm saying? You are all American. You run on ESPN. You travel the country, you know what I'm saying? Carrying your city on your shoulders and proudly representing your city for the right things. So I don't want to discredit none of that because I see all of that. But at the end of the day, it's like, I'm back in the city. Right. People suffering. Yeah. Shit fucked up.
This is what it is.
And somebody got to do something to help. So when people tell me to leave, it's like, if I leave, I'm just another nigga with resources or with the will to help that is not in the city. So now, once again, we talk about gentrification, people moving into the city, and then you constantly pushing the people who, with the knowledge or the ambition to change the environment out, all the brains. They take all the best people. They siphon the energy out of the hood, bro.
You hit that on the nose.
Real life. The top athletes gone. All of them. The able-bodied men gone. Send them up the road.
That makes sense.
Real life. So
it's the shit that you're not even conscious to, not even realize is going on.
Attention to.
Yeah.
You just walking in the matrix. You being part of the cycle.
It is.
Because that's what you were taught. You were taught that either you was going to be an athlete, you was going to be a drug dealer. Because don't nobody respect a nigga with a regular job who trying his hardest to, you know what I'm saying, make something happen.
There it is.
Don't nobody respect that nigga.
There it is.
For what?
So would you say that you know, rapping, you know, making this music is a way that you articulate, you know, the message, or the way that you basically, you know, touch our community? You know what I'm saying? Is that why you started that? Or, you know?
So rapping for me started, I would say the core of rapping started with me writing letters to, and I always tell the stories. I started writing letters to my brother who was incarcerated. And that's when I was in college. And this is really the first time where I couldn't run no more. So I had got into a situation and had got hurt, had the red shirt, no track. So you're like, hold up, track has been my therapy. It's been the thing that put me on a pedestal, athletics, everything. It's like, it makes me who I am. And then you sitting here 300 miles away from home in your dorm room in the dark, and your friends is on the other side of the country competing, and you sitting there with a cast on your finger, you can't do nothing. And it's like, you can't go run, you can't do anything. You just sitting there. You got to face everything that you was able to run from. So that one right there was the start of my battle, you know, fighting back.
Okay.
And I'm probably only realizing that talking about it now. Like, that was a day where it's like, damn, I'm gonna have to fight.
Yeah,
this.
you're alone with that shit. Motherfuckers don't know how to just do that. Like, it is.
Nigga, you said there, I'm sitting
you
there,
alone with yourself, man. Thoughts.
Like, real life, you just sitting there. It's like, damn, I really sat there, and it's like, I'm writing. And even when we start writing, I'm writing letters to my brother. But even then, it's like, nah, bro, this shit weak, nigga. You not about to write no letters, bro. Make this shit rhyme or something like that. Like, that's the toxic masculinity or whatever you want to call it in me. It's just like, nah, make this shit rhyme. So I tricked myself right there in that moment into being an artist. Because once I started making it rhyme, and then the stuff that I was saying, I started emailing it to my aunt, sending it to, like, you know, friends and family back home. And it's funny because the first people who start messing with my music, bro, it's like outside of my family, it's people from a neighborhood that, you know what I'm saying?
In that regular neighborhood.
It's a whole nother neighborhood. Not even home base.
Yeah, I mean, it's always like that, especially here.
And then just to come home and see how everything transpired and everything played out, and you know what I'm saying, what my music means to the environment, it's like, damn, bro, it show you the power and everything, you know what I'm saying, from the start. So because they were the ones who actually influenced me that, now you gotta keep doing it. So it went from me writing, making it rhyme to, you know what, I'm gonna start rapping these joints. And I had to get the courage to get in front of a camera or a microphone and just start rapping. And then went from there, and it just, now we doing freestyles. And it's like, oh, I don't even know how to make music. I know how to rap. I know how to talk, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, how you make music? So I disappeared again, make music. But by the time I actually like, oh, snap, like I might be able to be a rapper. It's like, boom, track back again. Now I'm All-American. I'm an ACC champion. So I'm not even thinking about music. It's just therapy at that point. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, taking it as it comes. And whenever I got time, I'm lying, actually. I literally would run a track. When I was in class, I would like listen to beats and just write to beats.
While you were running, right? Okay, so it was like a,
yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's when I started realizing how dangerous the music was, because I started to get caught up. It was my therapy at that point.
That's it. That's all. Once I
started writing and everything, and I started saying it didn't make sense, and I started saying it wasn't nobody else talking about nothing. So all right, you don't know how to make music, but you know you have a message that you know it can shift the energy in a room when it's spoken the right way. So you just got to learn how to refine it. You just got to figure all that out. So when I got home from college, I disappeared for like a year. Real life, disappeared for a year, and I came back. Smack the ass out of nowhere with like real music.
Straight like that.
With real music.
Straight like that. And it's crazy because when it comes to, I don't even like to use like certain words. So not even when it comes to certain music, because you're a track star. Yes. When it comes to certain music, right? Especially when it comes to when you're trying to push a message and you're just not out here talking about bullshit, you know what I'm saying, or harming somebody or whatnot. It's a bit harder to get traction for that music. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest. Like,
you gotta find your crowd.
Right. So you feel as though, so you already know that it's to a point where you have to find your market. Are you looking to be like
I was just hard-headed and I wanted to be home and I couldn't let go of home, and I wanted to make sure I was helping, and I was trying to help this person, I was trying to help that person. It's like I'm the nigga coming home from college with a degree and my people need me. Fuck music. These motherfuckers are suffering right now, and I gotta do what I can. But in the back end, when I'm finished helping the world, I'm just in the dark writing music again.
Boom. So are you actually looking to be an artist? Like if the opportunity presented itself, would it be?
Like I can't sit here and deny that I am at the point where it's like I have this thing where my message is what's important to me. And funneling the message through the music, I see the effect that it's having. And that's just further proving my theory that don't nobody give a fuck about Martin Luther King. Don't nobody care about Malcolm X. Don't nobody really care about Obama. They just care about that nigga because they tell us we supposed to. They don't care about these people on TV talking. They care about rappers. So if I want to grasp the attention of the people who need me. No, don't get me wrong. Standing up there and talking and speeching, it's going to grasp a lot of people's attention. But the people who I feel like genuinely need the most help, like the problem, the bear in the room, the elephant in the room.
That makes sense.
These emotional ass junkie rappers, these youngins in the community who basically have talent and have wisdom and power and using it for the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? The men in our community who have influence in the community have youngins following them, and they got youngins doing the wrong thing. I ask people all the time, do you think it's more people in our community being part of the problem or part of the solution? That's my simple question.
What different would you do with your platform? I mean, you have, what's so crazy is you have a platform right now, whether you believe it or not. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You have a fucking platform. You have a great platform. But what would you do different? You know what I'm saying, in the industry? You know how they let you in, you know. What would you do? It's, you know, that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? But what would you do different?
Because if I'm being completely honest, we know what the fuck going on.
We know exactly what's going on.
So my thing is to basically, why assimilate into their shit when I could basically try to build my own or lay the blueprint for somebody after me to build it? Because maybe I'm not supposed to be the person to build the whole industry. Maybe I'm supposed to be the person that build all the infrastructure, and then somebody behind me come back and they build some more on top of that. And who knows? And 30, 40 years, we got a whole Warner Bros. Basically for black people. I don't know. But at the end of the day, getting, you know what I'm saying? It's no point in constantly jump unless you know how to get in and get out. Unless you know how to go in there and get what you're supposed, that's a different game. But most people in our community don't have that knowledge. So it's like most of the people in our community, we're focused on those negative people. In community. It's like the badass kid in the room. And then everybody look at him for entertainment and neglect all the other kids.
There it is.
So me knowing this, it's like I had this effect where I know that I can go to the little bad kid in the room and influence him. Bro, you're not bad for real. And they not really laughing at you or laughing with you. They laughing at you. They want you to be like this because they don't want you to step into your true power and who you really are. If you can get all these people to tune into your Instagram live or tune into your content and everything because of negative shit, you can get them to tune into you for positive shit. It is. So instead of going all the way around, I'm gonna take the people that I want to take, and then I'm gonna go to the ones that I know everybody already tuned into and shift their energy. Because after I shift their energy, I don't have to be your friend. I don't have to be around you. I just gotta let you know what ain't nobody else letting you know.
Have you ever considered running for like some type of community leadership as far as like mayor, something like that? Did you vote for mayor this year?
Gonna ask me that I vote.
Did you vote? Did you look?
Hey, what they say?
They be mad at me. They be telling
scapegoat when it comes to this.
They be mad.
Scapegoat. What is it?
He said commercial.
Hold up, commercial stuff. Like, you're not supposed to ask people about voting. That's disrespectful.
Man, when I say I have a lot of people feel have mixed energies, about that. But I don't do it. Motherfuckers be like, oh, you want to change? You part of the problem. Look, motherfucker, I didn't go. You know what I'm saying?
When it comes to voting, bro, like my perspective on it, again, we talking about frequencies. If we all in a room operating on this frequency, I don't have to explain to a nigga why I'm a black person in America and I didn't go out there and vote. Like, first of all, I'm from Washington, D.C. Tax station without fucking representation. We are literally like, we have no say so in this country, and people don't realize that as black people in Washington, D.C. Like we are literally in the belly of the fucking beast when it comes to this political stuff. Like, all these people come to our city to create change in their environment. There it
is. You just
and we literally like right here suffering in the belly of the beast. Like, we can go down the street and see the White House monument, Capitol, and it's like, nigga, I should not have to vote. I live in the nation's capital and I'm in poverty. If that don't let you know that these motherfuckers ain't trying to do nothing,
it's some real shit.
Now I'll vote when I feel like it's somebody in there that genuinely wants to create change in our community. But me knowing how the politics work, it's like, unless we are all organized and unified, we shouldn't even be talking about no fucking voting.
There it is.
Because right now we look unified in voting, but no, we control. We control by one party, and they tell us what the fuck to do. They tell us what we can do, what we can't do. And as long as we don't, what the fuck they, you know what I'm saying? They pretending to be our little friend in the system. And we do what they tell us to do. They gonna keep giving us the crumbs that we need to keep surviving. I
agree. Hey, Track, I definitely see you, you know what I'm saying? You need, they call them half, and then that's how y'all know you cool and shit. Y'all gotta call him TRACKSTAR. That's my man, Track, right there. Motherfucking, I really think, and I see it for you, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that you even want to be bothered with it, but bro, you came back from college, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, you do want to make some type of change, if you haven't already, which I believe you have. All it takes is me. When I do something, if I made a difference in one person's life, I feel like, okay, my mission not done, but I'm making it happen. So if you were to run for some type of, I don't know, something for the city, I think that'll be dope for you, bro.
I should be it's crazy because when I first got to college, I majored in political science. And you know why? Why I switched my major?
What made you switch?
Because I was in the classroom, and I told you I go to PWI. You know who in the political sciences in that who in the political science classroom? Fuck the students. You know who the professors is. The professors in those universities for those classes is the same motherfuckers that be on TV basically talking shit.
Right.
So I'm in a classroom and I'm sitting there, and I lie to you not, and it's like, I can't remember the exact conversation, but this is the lines of it. You niggas is poor because you lazy and you don't work hard enough.
Yeah.
And when I heard that, I was like, yeah, this ain't for me. Because I'm gonna beat the shit out of one of
he's a time to go.
This ain't for me. And that was a trick.
But no, you ain't lying. It's real though.
Because it's like, you right. It's like, I'm coming from an environment where I'm not even, and looking back now, that's just immaturity. Because I'm not gonna lie to you. My perspective on shit now, I say that to a nigga. Like, real life. I understand there's niggas out here who lazy and don't want to do better, and they hold that community back. So where I'm sitting there, I'm going fresh out of my community, and there's some redneck who ain't never been in my.
You was in your feelings, in your emotions at that moment,
and
right?
All I know how to react to that is beating the shit out somebody, but I can't beat the shit out all these white folks.
Yeah, makes sense.
I can't be the nigga that I can't be a nigga.
That's already what they expect. You know what I'm
There
saying?
you
That's
go.
what they
So you know
expect
what I
anyway.
did? I switched my major.
Here it is.
Real
Let
life.
me get the fuck up out of
Let me
here.
get the fuck about it before I beat one of these crackers up.
It makes sense.
Straight like that. And it's sad because if I had stuck with it and actually put the work in, I wasn't even, forget that part. Even coming down to the way you're supposed to study, I wasn't prepared to go to college. DCPS don't prepare kids for college.
Fuck no.
It don't.
Fuck no.
So we're not talking about just college. Once again, I went to a Power 5 PWI, that type of institution, the biggest one in North Carolina. So I'm coming from low ass Roosevelt to you going in there and there's 11 million motherfuckers in there, just some old white grouchy dude just talking at you. And then he closes his book and leave and then send you a link saying you got an exam, nigga.
Yo, it's a small world. It's a small world. I went to Roosevelt High School as well. It's funny how you be in the same vicinity, man. You cross each other paths, man. We probably was. I went to Rose. I'm what 32 right now, 33. I went to Rose. Don't get me the line because I was in. I went to McFarland as well too.
You went all your years?
I went to McFarland and I went to Rose. Look, it's so crazy. You know what I'm saying? Look when I first met bro, you know what I'm saying? I thought I knew him. But I know a lot of people energies. They don't understand when I say that.
Any athletics?
I ain't do nothing. I was a rapper. You know what I'm saying? In school, I used to like to rap.
You had to graduate in like 2007.
See, that's the thing. I left school in probably like 11th grade. Okay, I got the fuck up out of there. You know what I'm saying? The streets fucked me over. You know what I'm saying? At that age, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had a mental I had now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the track star shit, the football. I was never what you would call an athlete. Still these days, motherfuckers be like, "Oh man, he made a touchdown." I'll be like, "Where? What a soccer ball?" Look, I don't know what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? My son is a hell of a. I don't know what the fuck going on.
I participated in everything. Not track. Sports for me. Because once upon a time, I was a little nigga who thought I was going to the NFL, just like everybody else. It's like they literally sit us down and
like
tell
that's
us,
what
it's
it
like,
was
right,
it.
It's 20 people, all 20 of y'all right now. Half of y'all is gonna be dead or in jail. Out of the rest of y'all, 7 of y'all gonna be nobodies who work regular jobs, hopefully, and you know what I'm saying, be in and out of the streets. But y'all gonna be all right. Out of the last 3 of y'all might get a scholarship to play some sport.
That's how they do it. Mike.
Out of that 3,
Mike. You ain't lying.
One of y'all, by the grace of the Lord, white Jesus, black Jesus, yellow Jesus, somebody, one of y'all gonna make it out and save everybody else. And they don't say nothing else. They put that in our head, and everybody, you know what everybody say right there at that point? Nigga, I'm not down, no going to jail. I'm going to the league. So out of the 20, 15 of them already think they're going to the NFL. Out of the last 5, you get that one who like, man, fuck sports. I'm straight in the streets with it. That's the little demon right there. He's the one who gonna influence out of that 10 of them to basically follow his path. When they start seeing that they can't be the athlete, they gonna want to be like that nigga. So they gonna follow him. And then when he basically gets his ass smashed or gets sent out the road, now they gotta carry on the energy in his name.
And that's how I really go.
That's just how it goes.
That's how I really go. See, bro, another reason why I like your energy in the music is because I believe a lot of young guys in our community, right? It's not nothing to look up to.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? So when you look at that, right?
That's why I try my hard. Not even try my hardest. It's just naturally in me to basically go against all of this shit that you know what I'm saying, that I see. Like even coming back home from school, even with being a rapper, I don't want to wear a chain. I don't want to basically wear the design and shit like that. I want to show up as I am and get the same. Not even want to. I'm going to show up as I am, and I'm going to get the same respect that these other goofies, because they need that shit to get respect. I don't.
I agree.
I make it a purpose to, when I came home from school, to wear my college attire whenever I was in uptown. Whenever I was outside.
Respect
whenever
this
I'm going
shit.
anywhere. When I'm pulling up the shows and shit, they tell you I pull up to the club, sweatpants, slippers, NC State sweatsuit. What are they gonna say to me? I'm out rapping everybody in here. What are you gonna say to me?
There it is.
Some people say it's like, oh, you're not supposed to do. Why? We're not supposed to kill each other. We do it. Why are you worried about what I got on?
That's what I say. Y'all gotta listen to Trackstar fucking lyrics. You know what I'm saying? One thing that a lot of people get caught up on these days, the beats and shit. You know, Burrow have some lyrics on his ass, you know what I'm saying? Don't get spanked. Before I play, you know what I'm saying, this little clippy here, you know what I'm saying? Don't get spanked, bro. You know what? Fuck that. Play that shit.
My intuition been telling me you want better days. My intuition been telling me there'll be better days. My intuition been telling me you want better days. Aim at the puppets who bluff and put some symbolic change and make it rain. Oh Lord, come feel my pain. He spit like cold till it hit like Wayne. These conversations with God becoming critical. I don't mean to sit on your tissues, but I could distance way too pitiful. Even the trenches been like to make it shit political. Exposing these suckers who like to riddle, then belittle. Swear to God, niggas fraud, they bluffing. Come on, let's start discussing. I haven't seen out with the dog in the Dutchman. I put my heart in the subject. My history won't ain't no star with abduction. I came too far, but lost my dog, so it's fuck. They got us hoping for nothing, promoting destruction. Weaponize emotions, then they double up the funding for the pigs. They no chokers for nothing. Symbolic justice had our phone for nothing. Say reparations, now they broke as my cousin. But shit, they gave us Obamacare. Truth be told, I never really felt like Obamacare. He's just another politician doing this shit Simon saying. Before I play the game, I'd rather before I play the game, I'd rather fire at a Simon head. Homicide, no Simon dead. I'll speak my mind till I'm lying where I stand. I won't be confined or defined by my skin. Done rusted in the valley of the beast, motherfucker. No, I ain't sorry, beloved. Read them books, somehow you walk all of a sudden. I miss my queen, don't know who bitch you were coming. Real I stand, these suckers are slandering brothers with cooking motherfuckers who done told our ass and nails so we won't stand with each other. Damn, with a blunder, really got my hand on it. I'm from a land where niggas blame one another, so you can't teach me about no struggle. I am from the gutter, got the college on the scholarship. I ran from the gutter. Seen they tweeted about our problems, had no plans for the gutter. Double back and get that knowledge to no man with the cutter. Other day, he hit a lick, then bought some land with his brother. Now saying with me, fuck the man, but it's not playing for the gutter. They'll never understand why I've been standing in the gutter. I'm just trying to take a stand and we can stand one another. Instead of praying on that man, how about praying for your brother? Instead of praying on that man, how about praying for a brother? Now saying with me, Dr. King had a dream, probably call and involve all these queens, probably claiming they bitches. Nigga Martin got his brains blown out for a cause. Number call, ain't involved, put applause. No women, say it with me, Dr. King had a dream, probably call, ain't involved all these kings who involved in the bitches. Nigga Martin got his brains blown out for a cause. Number call, ain't involved, niggas spinning with switches. Know that hate how we living.
Dr. King had it.
Yo, that motherfucker is lit. Hey, I couldn't even, well, I could have, but I didn't want to give y'all too much. Y'all gotta go run them motherfucking views up. But that video right there was one of my favorite, bros, because it was like that motherfucker was giving, you know, two different flows. Y'all gotta go watch it. Y'all gotta go watch the kicker of the video. That's not the kicker of the video, y'all. Y'all gotta watch the whole video.
You know why I'm so concerned about music right now?
Go ahead, talk to me.
I recognize my power and my talent, and I also understand that in order to, that shit don't matter at the end of the day. Can you market your music? Can you get that shit in front of the crowd that it's supposed to be? If I'm not gonna do that, then none of the shit that we talking about is really gonna matter at the end of the day. So it don't. I sit back and I look at it. It's like, damn, bro, you like that, and don't nobody know. So it don't matter until everybody knows. So that's when it comes to fully committing to the full lifestyle, not the full lifestyle, but that's when it comes to committing to being an artist, because you can't half-ass. You can't be in and out, you know.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work behind the scenes that goes into like that video right there. Like people don't understand. It's so much shit going on in that video that I don't like talking about it because I want people to see stuff.
You gotta actually write. That's what people don't understand.
Everything that you need to know about my movement or that you want to know, I guarantee you it's in that video. All the questions you have, when I answer the questions, you go back, it's gonna be right in that video because that's how I set up. From it being, it's 2 songs. The first song is called Never Go Kanye, and the second song is called If You Know You Know. And then I put a clip in the middle to connect the two.
I wanted to know, see, one thing I peeped about the video, and I had questions, so I'm gonna wait till we go live. So he had the Black Lives Matter shirt on, you know what I'm saying, right? But if y'all ain't peep it, like in between the Black Lives Matter, the joint said, don't get spanked, you know what I'm saying? Don't get spanked between the Black Lives Matter. So I'm like, hold on, bro. Come on, this shit just ain't for now. So man, explain the don't. Oh, look, King. Don't get me talking my shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me talking my shit. Right now, see, when it comes to asking questions, see, it's so crazy, right? So when it comes to the Black Lives Matter movement in itself, I just don't believe, or I know.
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Psych, nah, don't get spanked.
That's what it was. Psych, nah, don't get spanked. That's what it was. Psych, nah, don't get spanked.
Most people don't even see that. Like they ain't even catch that yet. They just think it's a regular Black Lives Matter shit.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
So,
that's what caught my
if you know,
attention.
you
So
know.
I said, I need to know. Like I said, this look, bro is on to something. You know, a
I
motherfucker
ain't no
on to
shit.
something. You know what I'm saying? They on to something. You know, he said, close the blinds, man. I don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing. The Don't Get Spanked shirt, man. Do you have them for sale? Yeah, you know what I'm
for
saying?
sure. Definitely, I got that one right there. But I'm in the process of getting things situated as far as when it comes to merch.
Yeah.
That isn't so, everything can't be on a political spectrum.
Boom.
Now that can be, and we're gonna talk about the perception of it. It can be perceived as political, perceived as something else. But I know that
that's
we
one of
have
them.
the
If you
same-
know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know, it's just as important as it is the Don't Get Spanked, and that's not even on that shirt. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we got a whole nother avenue of stuff that's about to come on and roll out, and even down to like getting a website. Here we go, talking about being an artist, bro.
It is.
You really want to do all this shit?
Right.
It's like, damn, now you got
all in.
stuff. So now I'm just blessed that I know I got the people in my corner who, when I basically said that I wanted to be an artist, like I had guidance from somebody who I wasn't getting caught up in none of the bullshit, none of the fluff. So I knew what it was and what it wasn't from the start when it came to music. The only thing I needed to do was just simply apply myself and the knowledge that I had. And people don't understand it, that applying the knowledge is a whole nother, you know what I'm saying? Knowing it is one thing, but applying it,
just hit that shit on my. You can read 1,000 books, Slim.
Yeah,
but if you ain't gonna do shit,
what the fuck would you gonna read the book?
The fuck was the point of reading that motherfucker?
See? But it's a lot of people who like to read books just to read books.
There it is.
I started to realize that I was somebody who I've always desired knowledge, wisdom from a kid. So I always wanted to know. I've always asked why. I always, even when I wasn't supposed to, it's just like, why? Stop asking why. Well, why you smack me and tell me?
He said, "Nah, I gotta know."
Nigga,
right?
I gotta know why.
Curious motherfucker. He said, "Fuck that. I need to know."
So that it gets you in a lot of trouble. We know, and the more and more, and we talking about again, what do people when it comes to like God? That's all wisdom, all knowledge, the all knowing, the all seeing. However you want to perceive it, it's like that's everything. So it's like no one's going to know everything, but the more and more you know, the more and more you see stuff, and you can't unsee the shit that you see.
Agreed.
So that was my thing. It's like, damn, bro, I want all this knowledge, and this shit hurt. Because most people in that environment, we talk about all the shit that's going on. We're gonna get. I don't want to slide away from the Black Lives Matter.
No, do your thing.
But it's like when we talk about all the stuff that's going on, the monetization of Black trauma, you know what I'm saying? All this other stuff. It's like, man, people are so oblivious to that shit. It is like if they not operating on that frequency, we can't even talk about Don't Get Spanked on that level. We got to stay on the physical of Don't Get Spanked being something as simple as niggas not killing each other. We can't even get there because a lot of people don't see it.
Don't even understand it on that. Yeah.
So
right.
Again, because they don't have that knowledge yet. They don't have that wisdom. So when you somebody who is literally you are searching for that, and then you get it because he ain't stingy. Oh, he give you everything you asked for, bro.
That makes sense. He
give you come on. You wanted it, right?
He said you asked. You gotta be careful what you ask for, how you ask for it, man.
You just might get it. And that's what I had to learn when it comes to the whole manifestation and stuff. Like that's really what took me. And I was never somebody who was spiritual. I wouldn't even consider myself spiritual now. But
so you don't like to use the word of spiritual. I don't like using conscious.
Yeah, it's like conscious. All right, put it like this. My cousin told me something real simple when I came home from school, and there was a whole bunch of stuff going on. She's seeing what I'm trying to do, how it's affecting me, and da 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 da. She said something very simple: protect your energy. Boom. That's simple. That was what people wouldn't probably say protect your energy to me a million times in a million different ways, but they never said protect your energy. So she was operating on the frequency that I did, and I was operating on the frequency where we basically connected the way we were supposed to connect in that moment, and it meant everything to me because when it can't protect the energy for me, oh shit. Everybody got cut off.
Oh, he said, "Look, fuck that."
Everybody, I went to the extreme with it.
He said, "Fuck that." You shouldn't have told me that.
You should have told me that. You should have told me that. Oh, so that's what. So again, when we talk about energy and stuff, and that's what helped me realize I was an empath. Like I feel stuff on a level that you know what I'm saying. It's like
a lot of motherfuckers.
Most people they not even aware you can. It's like the little stuff, and then people say, "Oh, nah, you just sensitive," and it's like I'm not even sensitive because I don't even care. I just be feeling this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to feel this shit. I don't give a fuck about nothing and nothing is going on. But it's not my fault that I see it like this. And I have a perspective where if I don't speak on it or if I don't say nothing, it's gonna continue to be the same way it is, and no one's ever going to care about it.
Facts.
So that's why I'm in DC.
Hey,
That's why I'm a home.
I'm looking at the viewers, right? And I do have a question that I want to
Yeah.
ask from the viewer. Y'all, I'm thinking that me and Trackstar, man, we got to start some type of situation, man, where we do this. Y'all, this interview, I was almost gone, y'all, and I don't even feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers could talk and just build and build and build. Look, man, look, just stay tuned. That's all I can say. Stay tuned. But we got a question from the viewers. That's Miss Monica. Miss Monica say, how do you cope with the knowledge you gain? Bro?
Damn.
How do you cope with the knowledge you gain?
On my business,
and
man?
you know, my question next. My question next. And Monica, she on your ass. How do you cope? You know?
Damn, bro. You don't want no trauma story. You want to be glorified, no gang violence or nothing, bro. You ain't got nothing easy. Really,
you ain't got nothing easy.
You don't want nobody, no people spinning and all that, bro. She told us how you cope with the knowledge you gain, bro. On some real, like that's something that I lie to you not when it comes to like, and that's what I'm just telling you. When you open that third eye, whatever you want to call it, ain't no shutting that.
There it is.
So once you see it, ain't no unseeing it. And my way of dealing with trauma from a kid or coping with it from a kid is just literally like this, you know what I'm saying? Not letting that shit destroy me, bro. Not letting it eat me alive. I'm learning now that me and every other black man in America need therapy, bro, but people in DC with special kind of fuck.
There it is.
Because we were born and raised to like, you know, when it comes to the survival shit, we weren't raised like normal people.
And to believe that it was okay. That's the biggest one.
The
like
negative
for me,
shit is okay.
That is okay.
When it comes to coping and stuff like that, or having knowledge and stuff, that wasn't something that was praised. So with me, it spanked me from a million. That's how I deal with the knowledge. Having the knowledge, don't get spanked. It's like you ask for a little nigga now.
Having knowledge, bro, and going to school. So that's something you said earlier when you was like, man, you made it your business when you came home from college, right? To walk around in your college shit, you know what I'm saying? Button ups and shit. Like that wasn't praised in our community. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker going to school, being a track star. Motherfuckers used to laugh. Ha 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 ha. What the fuck is you laughing at?
Check this. And it's something I'm starting to really see. You know why? Because I'm not gonna say there's never been, but there's never been. Yeah, I'm gonna say there's never been. There's never been a nigga in our motherfucking community who was genuinely from the inner city, poverty, can tell you all the stories, who left,
came back,
started not only undergrad, grad school, succeeded in athletics, all of that, got all those accolades, all that attention, and came back and done what I'm trying to do. So if we being completely honest, I'm the prize. Y'all niggas ain't never did. Y'all wanted to be me. And because y'all couldn't be me, y'all chose to chase that stereotypical image of a black person. So at the end of the day, I know all these niggas fake, and they know I know they fake. So it's nothing they can say to me about them being fake. Most people don't know that them niggas is fake. Most people are scared of them niggas. Most people idolize them niggas. I don't give a fuck about them niggas because I know at the end of the day,
it's a whole different lane.
It's a whole different something else. That's why it's easy for me to step in a room with them niggas and have conversations like this, because I don't, none of that other shit that you about to talk about, it don't matter to me, bro. Yeah, I can relate to some of it. Yeah, some of it resonates me, but it don't excite me.
Yeah.
It scares me at the end of the day. The fact that I can actually endure all of this and still sit here with you and have a conversation like ain't nothing wrong.
Yeah. No, that's the definition of the Matrix, man. I'm trying to tell you, that's the motherfucking Matrix for your ass. I learned how to play it off. You know what I'm saying? I learned to play along with the Matrix. Protect your energy is a big thing. I tell motherfuckers that every day. Protect your energy. I do certain things, man. Look, I do meditate. You know what I'm saying? I am a big crystal person, man. I stay with my crystals. Motherfuckers ask me all the time, what you got? Look, don't worry about it. Just don't touch me. You know what I'm saying? Look, don't look too long.
You know? I my space. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't even know where it started, but I know the first time I remember, like, bro, don't touch me. From that point, it became a habit.
Yeah, don't do it.
Be in my space, in my face.
Don't do it. Like, fuck that. Fuck that. I want to ask you a question. You know what I'm saying? I want to ask you a question, and we're gonna wrap the show up, you know, here with this question. I want to know, you know, from Trackstar, bro. Trackstar, we know he got good music. We know bro is an athlete. We know bro wants to do stuff for the community, you know, for our people. But bro, when it comes to the world, this Matrix and shit, I think it's a simulation. Is there anything that you fear? You know what I'm saying today?
So when it comes to actually being scared, I can be the type of person who say, look, I'm not scared of no man. You bleed, I bleed. And at the end of the day, if you lock us in a room together, I'm confident that I'm gonna get out that motherfucker. Because if I don't get out of that room, I'm going to see God, and I'm going to ask him why he put me in that room with that nigga.
Say, fuck that, I ain't finished, right?
Why you put
I'm
me
still
in
ain't
there?
finished.
I ain't want to come up here. Why'd you put me in a room with that nigga if you knew I wasn't gonna make it out?
I'm still ain't
any
done.
room that I enter, and I feel like I'm supposed to be in that room, I'm gonna get out that room. You know what I'm saying? The way that I went in. But so when it comes to humans, it's like that. None of that shit. Yeah, we got guns. Everybody got guns, but I don't even see it. The shit that I be talking about, the stuff, the change that I really want to create. A gun ain't gonna save me for the people.
He said, that's not enough.
So I tell people all the time, the shit that I'm talking, I'm not worried about no little dirty. Don't get me wrong.
You not lying.
But these motherfuckers got shit that they can walk past you and rub on your finger, and next thing you know, I just wake up. I don't wake up.
You not lying though. You not lying. I ain't worrying about
that's
the
what
shooter.
I be thinking about. So when people be talking about little drive-bys and shit like that, it's like I can't be scared of none of that because it happens in our community so often that it's like I don't even when it comes down to like carrying a gun. I first went to college and everything, and I would come back and I would like have a gun. It put me in a state where it's like you daring a nigga to try you because you know shit is gonna happen, and you like you. I wish a nigga would. You waiting for that moment.
A lot of motherfuckers do. That's why motherfuckers can't carry that.
Bro, I don't like feeling like that. I don't even like feeling like that because again, at the end of the day, I'm not here to hurt these people. So as long as I'm projecting the right energy, I ain't even got no reason for them to be worried about them hurting me. A random act of violence is gonna be a random act of violence.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna
happen whether you got a gun on that.
Facts.
But thinking that somebody is gonna come and get you, that's based off of the
you're projecting. You're projecting that energy.
Did you do anything to have somebody wanting to come and get you? If you didn't, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
There it is.
You ain't got nothing to worry about.
Look, so motherfuckers like, don't understand. I mean, you manifest that. You fella realize that you don't even have to speak it. When you speak it into the universe. But you can your mental is so strong that you can also think that shit. Like how you said, just the thought you had.
The power of that shit. I'm talking about a lot of you. Now I got to a point where my whole journey when it came to protect the energy, I swear it started with, and this is coming from right where I'm looking at my cousins. She got the crystal. She got the little dong, all that. I'm like, yeah, this is a witch. She a witch. Stay away from me. She out this
we in this all the time. The
witch. The whole 14th Street. I swear to God. Stay away from me. I love you. Don't make me call them motherfuckers that was in Salem. And then you got from that point to it's like when you actually talk about forget the rituals and all that, it's the simple concept of projecting energy, and that's what it's based off of. It's like, well, when it comes to like religion and everything, and we say peace and everything, peace is like being at peace with yourself, with that energy that you got. Whether it's fire, whether it's soothing, being that ultimate peace with that, and being able to hone that and project that the right way. So it's all revolving around this one thing.
Yeah.
It's all comes down.
Everybody just make it what they want it to be. So
I know when I make it, I'm a Muslim. I was raised way. That's what I'm going with. Pops, thank you. That's what we're gonna do. But at the end of the day, we all gonna be somewhere. And the same thing that we all was talking about was this, that, and the third. It's gonna be
this right here. A lot of people don't even realize that, Slim. A lot of people don't even realize that.
So my bad. I just got like, what was we at before I went that way? Into okay. So when it comes to protecting energy and all of that, right? I go from looking at them as like, that's witchcraft and to actually like embracing that and fully embodying like, I feel like the energy shift in the room when the motherfucker look a certain way. When they step to the side, it's like, I know that this is about to happen. Like you can see that. I remember being at the Turkey Bowl. I lie to you not, bro. When a little youngin', it was just now the shooting at the Turkey Bowl. Rose won. Shout out to Rose. They get into this little joint. It's a little altercation that happened. And people like, hold up, man, break this up. Y'all, come on, we had the Turkey Bowl, go y'all separate ways. And then I see they separate. And then one of the youngest coming back. No, wrong. It's a younger with him in front of him. He got a ski mask on. But it's just the younger behind the dude with the ski mask that he just looked like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. He looked like the youngin' who knew something was about to go down. But he knew he wasn't ready for nothing.
Yeah, the energy. Down. You can see it in his face, right?
Behind his people. It was like, damn, I'm really about to, and that shit hit me. And I lie to you not, I say, something about to happen. And I'm talking to my aunt, something about to happen. But the game going on, and within minutes, boom, boom, people rumbling, scrabbling. It's like, I see the shit and I feel it. I don't know how, but it's like when you are literally, when you paying attention, because I'm not going to lie to you. I just had a feeling something was going to happen at that game.
Raise the frequency.
Just because the frequency of the city, period. Whenever there's been a gathering amongst young black males in the city, shit has happened.
And that's crazy. That's the first thought, you know. So when you hear a gathering, oh man, I hope nothing. No, oh, I hope
Yeah.
motherfuckers keep it, man. I agree. I agree. Like I per se, man, I want you to keep this energy up. I know it's hard. I know that people who have a message, people who are destined for greatness, to me it'd be a little harder for us. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, you're not one of them period I, period oohs. You know what I'm saying? You know, gonna make it overnight and they just gonna give you a bag.
That shit don't work like
You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that for us.
Look, the same way with track. You know, I became All American, got to run on ESPN. When I was waking up at 6 a.m. running through Rock Creek,
Putting that motherfucking work.
Nobody give no fucks about nothing I was doing.
Putting that work
Coming to school dirty as shit.
There it
Real
is.
live. I come in class after doing a morning run, and it's crazy because you will never know who actually watching you. I never forget. I got this music teacher, Mr. D. He was like the band instructor and everything at Roosevelt, and he's sitting there. And this is why niggas don't like me to this day. This is like a microcosm of it. I'm sitting in class, and niggas, you know, you got the little class clown, you got the little wannabe gangster, you got the regular. It's all the different flavors in the classroom, and you got me just sitting there, and he uses me as an example. Y'all don't understand. If you really want something, you gotta work for it. Da 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 and da 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 da. And he's like, yeah, like this brother here, Brother Kelly. When y'all sleep, he running through Rock Creek Park and shit.
Right.
I'm like, nigga, why is he watching me run through Rock Creek Park? But you forget
don't make an example out of me, but no, motherfuckers watching, right?
Coming through Rock
You
Creek
never
Park
know
into
who's
the school.
watching. Y'all
So
take
they
that in.
seeing me. He's seeing me in the morning, like, and I'm not realizing how big that is or how important that is. This is me being caught in my simulation,
Yeah,
doing what I feel like I need to do to get out of here, because I know I can't do what everybody else is doing. Because unfortunately, I'm not gonna say my childhood was ruined, but like a lot of shit that's fake, and I know it's fake. I've known it was fake since I was a kid, so I wasn't able to get caught up in it. Even when, you know, life and my environment put me in certain situations, it just didn't feel like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, this shit, I'm not supposed to be in this situation. This is wrong type shit, you know, and fuck being wrong. It's just not, you know what I'm saying? This is why we fucked up right now, because I'm in this situation and I didn't have the strength to get everybody to go the other way type shit. Little shit like that. Us not winning those little battles that leads to motherfucking prison. Because I can tell you, when a lot of my friends, we all started here and we slowly went here. Oh, you stealing, right? Oh, we got an abandoned house now. Oh, shit. Oh, we got an abandoned house. Niggas smoking in the abandoned house. Okay, not going in the abandoned house no more. I walk around that motherfucker. I go in that bitch by myself, but I'm not going in the abandoned house with y'all niggas, right? Because y'all smoking. And then I see y'all got my little brother trying to smoke. That was all I needed to see. Had a conversation with him. And this is, we like 8, 9 years old. I'm thinking these are conversations. We kids, and it's fucked up that you gotta have these conversations with yourself as a kid, bro. You just putting that around, because a lot of them other kids, they ain't got no father, they ain't got no mom, they ain't got no parents. You know what I'm saying? Those 11 and 12-year-olds that's on man time because they got 2 little brothers and a sister to make something happen.
But I say a lot of it, right? We don't even have that example. A lot of us didn't have that example to know how to put that structure. So by you being that age and be able to, you know, come on, man. Like, so you know, were you raised with both of your parents?
So
you know,
my relationship, I definitely had a 2-parent household, but my relationship is kind of different with my because I can't sit here and lie like I didn't grow up feeling like not to say I feel like a fatherless child, but my father was on some basically some revolutionary type shit. So if it wasn't with the movement, it wasn't create change in your environment, or it wasn't, you know, Islam, you weren't praying, if you weren't talking.
Okay, yeah,
like
he was in.
Okay, you're not even my son, nigga.
Okay, yeah, he wanted, and probably wanted you to do the same exact
medals,
thing, right?
And it's not to make him like look like a bad person or anything, but this is like, it didn't make sense at the time. But growing up now, it's like, I completely understand it. Because again, once I said, ain't no manual for raising 12 kids in the hood. If I got to give my mother the grace of that, I got to give my father that same grace.
Facts.
Where's the manual for a man? There's niggas out here who won't even go pick up one kid.
You're right.
And for you to basically take on another woman's kids and then have you look, I wouldn't do the shit. I'm not making all these.
He said you're a strong motherfucker.
I'm giving y'all, man,
no bullshit.
Y'all would have had numbers fucking with me. You had to, oh nah, but it's like
you're a strong motherfucker.
Real, it's like that's what he was focused on, because he knew what the world was coming to.
Facts.
I can't sit here and say that like most of my messaging I get from him.
So yeah, he saw where we were and where we were heading.
So it's like he's saying that. So he basically raised us a way where it's kind of like
look, I'm gonna spank all this shit that's about to happen to y'all, into y'all, and I'm gonna release y'all into the world. And now it's to the point where with us knowing, we able to influence.
Yeah, you were
not be
prepped.
influenced by.
Yeah, whether you saw it or not, you know, it was prepping you. You know what I'm saying? It was
for
prepping.
sure.
I look at everything like a lesson. You know, I most
For
definitely
sure.
look at everything like a lesson. You know,
ADHD kicking in.
oh man, before you good. Hey yo, we are most definitely winding down,
bro,
man.
We got another hour. I'm not even gonna hold you.
He said we got another hour.
Real life.
Before we get up out here, bro, like the listeners in here today, they're definitely rocking with you or whatnot. I want to give some good advice. You know, I always ask my viewers, what is the best advice that you have received, and what is the best advice that you can give?
The best advice I've received. I received some good advice, a lot of advice, but I can't even say. I probably ain't even used the best advice.
You haven't even used it.
I probably ain't even used it yet. But my best advice, I would say, don't get spanked. That's my best advice for the people. Don't get spanked mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. We getting spanked on so many levels out here, not just in the physical. So again, it all comes down to protecting your energy and knowing that you always have a choice to be part of the problem, or part of the solution. So this is on a major scale, but on a minor scale, them everyday battles, that's what life consists of.
Facts.
Those everyday battles, you winning those battles. You know, if you're living in a purpose and you chasing a dream, along that journey, you're going to encounter and endure certain things. Don't get spanked on that journey.
Don't get
whether
fucking
it's physically,
spanked.
mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially.
There
like again,
is.
there's levels to the levels to all of this. So that's where I'm at when it comes to advice, because we can tell the motherfucker so many things, but let's simplify it all. Don't get spanked and carry that everywhere you go.
Yo, they'll be mad. I'm gonna your nut. They're gonna be like, "You hungry? Don't get spanked."
Don't get spanked.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, King. Look. Don't get spanked.
That's what
You know
I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying?
I'm gonna get it to the point where everybody annoyed and they tired of hearing don't get spanked.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm with you, man. Let's
Real
go.
life.
I'm with
I'm
you
gonna
on
make something
that.
else.
Fuck that. I'm with you on that.
Something else.
Dude, yo, I love it, man. I really appreciate you, brother. I really appreciate you for coming today, because bro could have been anywhere else in the world, but instead he was right here with me.
Right where I needed to be. We got a lot of
love
stuff.
it.
Hey, wait, there's so much stuff that we ain't even get to tap
Man,
into.
when
I'm
I
not
say
even gonna
that's
lie
why I
to
say
you.
we got to create
Like-
some type of situation. I think we're gonna do, man. I can't even tell him yet. That's why I say stay tuned. You know, stay tuned, because I definitely have plans for TRACKSTAR, man. I
Got here next
definitely
week, man.
been looking for. See, I can't even tell him that yet. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Well,
secret.
they cancel. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
back.
it's a secret. It's a secret. I can't even tell them yet. But we definitely have a surprise. We definitely have a surprise for these guys next week or whatnot. But it's a secret. It's a secret. Now they definitely been fucking with you, man. They definitely been fucking with you. And I knew that it was gonna be love, man. That's why I personally had to get you in here, man.
Get this out there for sure.
Man, like I
Real
said, this is
conversation.
just the beginning. I can honestly say that. Yeah, I want y'all to know that this is just the beginning. This is not the last time that you have seen motherfucking TRACKSTAR Kelly, Rockstar Kelly in the motherfucking building where it's gorgeous radio and also focused. Man, look, I need y'all to stay fucking tuned. Until next time, y'all know it's gorgeous. Hey, look, hold on. They didn't even get to see the vision. Because I told Track, I say, Track, this is my favorite joint right here. He said, bro, that's the favorite joint that you know of. He said, I didn't even give them that shit yet. This is my favorite joint so far, thus far. That's what I'm gonna say. Thus far. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't listen to this, watch this, listen.
Hey, yo, Ren, turn that up.
Let go. Suicide the call, please dial 5. I only answer cause I'm making sure they still alive. You turned your back on a nigga for a life of crime. Still free the guys, I miss the guys. Won't forget the shit they told me. Bro had a job, he said the nigga just a throwaway. Learn on the opposition and spank them till they go away. Catch him in traffic and get the axe, skip the foreplay. Playing with no pussy, he just gon' fuck him till he bored. Told him a body right in the alley by the store. Crowd with baddies, then put more baddies on the floor. Shootouts with rivals, only happy when he scored. Fighting these wars, man, fuck the score, how many more? How many more? I'm not the only one asking, man, what we killing for? So many chasing these commas, get overwhelmed by the trauma and poverty till they kicking doors. That's why I took a break from college, don't need knowledge from scholars when I'm surrounded by some niggas who might kill you for pride or a couple of dollars. The government stop us. It's a drug, our niggas robbing, better learn how to dodge them. Or send some shots and catching out, but don't get caught by your honor. Bro, he did it, he ain't innocent, ain't sorry for nada. Think it's punishment, he happy, he got sent to his father. Addicted to trauma, despite the fucking pain that it brought us. won't forget the shit you told me. Bro had a job, he said the Nina just a throwaway. Learn on the opposition and spank him till they go away. Catch him in traffic and get the action, skip the foreign plane. Playing with no pussy, he just gon' fuck him till he bored. Called him a baddie, ran in the alley by the store. Crowd with baddies and put more baddies on the floor. Shootouts and rivals, only happy when he scored. Fighting these walls, man, fuck the score, how many more? Until we meet again, just check your deposit. Can send you it often, but said I'll hold it down till we was stiff in the coffin. I'm with you regardless, you sent them back on pistol was sparking. Shit, you told me keep a pistol, those are what you were talking. Told me take my ass to college, this shit wasn't my problem. Cause know your brothers turn to bombers, they hit somebody harm you. So bro, make me a promise, don't try to solve all our problems. Cause if I'm really being honest, you can't heal us, nigga. How many more, how many more, how many more? Sit in the war, opposition said plenty more. Not really sure, I stay in DC, I'll see 24. Why? Cause niggas shooting like they Kobe. Trying to stay positive, I won't go back to the homie. See all my haters and Euro step them like Ginobili. Ducking your honey, he get vacations with the code. He ain't talking Bahamas with plenty dollars, fucking hoes. Called him a baddie, ran in the alley by the stone. Crowd with baddies and put more baddies on the floor. Shootouts with rivals, only happy when he score. Fighting these wars, man, fuck the score, how many more? How many more? Huh? How many more?